what's your point of view, since there are evictions going on, when the law is saying that no one should be evicted during the state of emergency? So what, as the president of Abahlali BaseMjondolo, since they are the ones who are mostly affected by evictions, what's your comment?
Yes, in as far as the evictions are concerned, we must say that it has been really devastating and disappointing to continue facing evictions in the midst of the national state of disaster during this COVID-19. We have experienced a number of evictions that have been brutal, as always, at the gunpoint, the level of violence at which these evictions are taking place. That's our greatest concern, because you would understand that there's no politics of Abahlali without us addressing the question of land. That remains a crisis in South Africa, and therefore when government is engaged in evicting people, especially during the national state of national disaster, it's really a slap on our face, which is why it is important, therefore, that we should continue to organize mass space power, because at the same time, the law is on our side. The Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development made it clear that evictions are all stopped during this time of COVID-19. Not only the minister, a number of government institutions, but also including the UN Special Rapporteur on the Adequacy of Housing, made a worldwide ban on evictions. But we find ourselves being evicted and attacked with impunity in South Africa. So what happens when the law is on your side but then evictions still continue? Then it tells you that you may have law on your side, but if you are not organized, you don't have masses on your side, that law is not going to help you. Hence, it is important, therefore, to balance the legal aspect of our struggle with the political force that we have. Because what's the point of the Minister of Justice saying no evictions, but our cities continue to evict people? So what do you do with the power when you actually have no power? Yeah. So it reminds me of one of the professors, I think it was Lumumba, the Kenyan, well-known academic, who would say, those who have power actually have no ideas, and those who have ideas actually have no power. So what happens to have law on your side, but you still have no power to actually execute and to defend that law itself? Hence, as the leader of Abahlali, I'm saying it is important, therefore, for us to really do justice on our part as leaders, as activists, to actually organize, build that power of the impoverished. Now, by building power, you are not just talking about the question of the masses. The masses also needs to be educated. We need to educate masses. Of course, who will be that expert to educate masses? Masses have the potential and power to educate themselves so that they are conscious in their daily struggle to confront issues of racism and other forms of undemocratic behavior that renders us into deep poverty and so on.
We have footage and we have covered